It was supposed to be a quiet night. No alarms. No emergencies. No dying patients. Just silence. The kind I had grown used to since leaving the field. I was a retired medic. A nobody now. Just another name lost in the lower sectors of the station. I remember sitting by the dim light of my quarters, cleaning old medical tools I didn't even use anymore. Habit dies slower than purpose. That's when I heard it. A knock. Not the usual polite station tap. This one was heavy, urgent. I opened the door and froze. She stood there, barely holding herself up. Her clothes were torn, burn marks across her armor, dark stains, too familiar to anyone who had ever seen a battlefield. Blood. But it was her eyes that stopped me. Not fear, not panic. Calculation. Slipping into exhaustion. And something else underneath. Pain. She swayed slightly, and I instinctively stepped forward. "Hey, wait, don't move." She tried to speak, but her knees gave out. I caught her before she hit the ground. That's when I saw it properly. She wasn't just injured. She had been running. From something. Or someone. I dragged her inside quickly and locked the door. Old habits kicked in. Medical station. Lights. Clean surface. Tools. Even without thinking, my hands moved like they used to. Check pulse. Breathing. Wounds. She was trained. Extremely trained. Every injury told me that. Professional. Precision strikes. Defensive patterns. This wasn't a soldier. This was an assassin. One of the best. And she was bleeding in my room. She tried to sit up. I pressed her shoulder down gently. "Stay still." Her voice came out broken. "You shouldn't help me." I looked at her. "You're alive," I said. "That's enough reason." Her eyes narrowed slightly. "You don't know who I am." I paused, then answered honestly. "I don't care." Silence. For the first time, her expression shifted. Confusion. Like that answer didn't fit into any outcome she had calculated. I continued treating her wounds. Some were recent. Some were old. This wasn't her first escape. Or her first time running. She watched me carefully. Like she was waiting for a trap to reveal itself. "You're making a mistake," she said quietly. "I've killed people. Many." My hands didn't stop. "So have I," I replied calmly. That made her go silent. After a moment, she whispered, "Then why are you helping me?" I finally looked at her properly and answered, "Because someone hurt you enough that you ended up here. And right now, that's all I need to know." Something changed in her expression then. Just slightly, but I saw it. The assassin mask cracked. Hours passed. The station outside continued like nothing had happened. But inside that small room, the galaxy didn't matter anymore. When I finished stitching the last wound, she leaned back slowly. Exhausted. Alive. "You should leave," she said again. "They will come for me." I leaned back against the wall. "Let them." She turned her head slightly. "You're not afraid?" I gave a small, tired smile. I spent years watching people die. Fear stopped being useful a long time ago. That made her quiet again. Longer this time. Then she spoke softly. "I was sent to erase targets across 7 systems. My name is feared in places you've never heard of." She looked at her hands. Hands that had ended lives. "I don't understand why I'm sitting here instead of finishing a job." I answered simply, "Because someone finally stopped treating you like a weapon." Silence. Heavy. Real. Then she did something unexpected. She lowered her head. Not fully, but enough. A gesture. Something between respect and surrender. "I don't have anywhere left to go," she said quietly. I stood up, grabbed a blanket, and threw it over her shoulders. "Then don't go anywhere tonight." She looked at me, long, searching. Then she asked, almost like she didn't believe the words herself, "Why would you risk your life for me?" I shrugged slightly. "Because you didn't come here as an assassin. You came here as someone who couldn't run anymore." A pause. Then I added softly, "And I know what that looks like." Her eyes softened. Just a fraction. But enough. Outside, somewhere in the distance, Alarms began to rise. She heard them instantly. Her body tensed. "They're here," she whispered. I stood between her and the door. "Then they'll have to come through me." She stared at me like I had lost my mind. "You don't even know me." I nodded. "That's true." Then I looked back at her. "But I know enough." A long silence followed. Then slowly, she stood behind me instead of running. Not hiding. Choosing. For the first time. And as the door shook under approaching footsteps, she whispered quietly, "If I survive this, I don't think I can go back to what I was." I didn't turn. "Then don't." The door began to open. And in that moment, a retired medic and the galaxy's deadliest assassin stood on the same side for the first time in their lives.